About the stance, like we have to stand right. We need to be balanced. It has to be in equilibrium. And when you step out, you must keep the same form, the same form. Step out, step out. The key thing is when you stand, don't be flat-footed. It'll make you slow. You have to stay on your toes, on your toes, on your toes. Yeah, on your toes, both front and back. When it's time to change, the weight shifts down to the feet, down. Left foot, right foot, it'll land easily. It'll land easily, just like this. Practice the footwork range. Footwork again, footwork, so that we can build up speed. Stay on your toes.
But what about the guard?
The guard, the hands. If your hands are high, that's great, but everyone's style is different. Some use a long guard, some use a short guard. But for me, as an elbow fighter, I have to be ready at all times. It'll be an elbow, it'll just fire out. Pop, pop, pop. It'll be automatic. So we don't have to worry.
Master, you jump, right? Jump. When you practice, do you jump or punch while jumping?
When you practice, you must practice footwork, but when you're fighting, it's not necessary. Because it'll be fast automatically. It'll just happen automatically on its own.
So Master, for this right now, when practicing, is it like this?
Yes, when you practice. Because when you fight, pop, pop, you just do it normally. Normally. And when we strike, pivot left, pivot right, pop. It'll be fast, it'll be automatic.
And Master, regarding the stance training, I'd like to know a bit more. Do the knees stay bent or should they be straight?
It depends. But for me, I bend them a little bit. Because everyone's, what do you call it? The balance is not the same. For me, I'll crouch down a little bit to create, to get that balance. Like this. Once we stand, we'll know what we can or can't throw.
And I see you, Master, your head goes like this, or do you stand straight like this?
Normally, I don't really focus on the head. Not focused. Yeah, not focused. I focus on the hands, focus on the hands, focus on the hands, focus on the hand guard. The head is not the focus.
This right here is the basic stance, moving steadily forward and then backward. Would it be possible for me to see your footwork, Master?
Now, when you're doing footwork, right? While doing it, we practice the walking motion. Pop, pop, step. When retreating, it's exactly the same. It all depends on your movement. We won't just move in one direction, because sometimes when we want to move sideways or whatever, pop, it'll be easy. Pop, 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 pop. There is moving straight ahead, or even moving sideways. Pop, 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 pop. Left, right, it's all the same. Pop, 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 all and pop.
Master, you don't retreat at all, just left and right? You don't really retreat, or...
When he's ready, he has to back up. Back up with footwork, just back up. But when backing up, I don't really back up much.
You don't back up?
I don't back up.
They're set to strike, right?
Yes, because we have to stay in close range only.
Oh, backing up means opening the distance, so we don't do it much.
That's right.
So this is your footwork and guard, Master. Your hands are like this, right?
Yes, the hands will be exactly like this. Clench them as well. Sometimes I clench and sometimes I don't, depending on the timing. When striking with elbows, I don't clench, but when punching, I do. You should clench your fists when throwing punches, but for elbows, if we decide to clench our fists while striking, all the weight stays right here. The elbow won't follow through at all. The elbow just won't go. Boom! See? The elbow can really follow through. It can follow through, and it's much easier to control.
And that was...
Right, for the proper stance, we have to stand so that we're balanced. It must be completely balanced. And when stepping, it must maintain the exact same form, the very same form as you take each step. Most importantly, you must remember, when standing, don't stand flat-footed. It'll be too slow. You have to stay on your toes, both front and back. So when you need to shift your weight down to your feet, the left and right feet can shift easily. It shifts easily like this. Boom. And then footwork again. This is how we build up speed. We have to stay on our toes.
And what about the guard?
The hand guard is great if the hands are high, but everyone has their own style. Some use a long guard, some a short one. But for me, as an elbow fighter, I must be ready at all times. The elbow can just fire out like that, boom, boom, boom. It becomes automatic. So we don't have to worry.
So you're jumping, right? Jumping during practice or jumping while punching?
When practicing, you must practice footwork, but it's not necessary when actually fighting, because it'll be fast automatically. It'll just happen on its own.
So master, for now, during practice, it has to be like this.
Yes, during practice. Because when fighting, we just act normal. Just normal. And when we strike, pivoting left or right, it'll be fast and automatic.
And for the boxing stance that you teach, I'd like to know, are the knees kept slightly bent or straight?
It depends, but for me, they're slightly bent. Because for each person, their balance is different. Personally, I'll bring it down just a little bit more to carefully keep it perfectly balanced. Like this. When we stand, we'll know what we can or can't throw.
And I see, master, is your head like this? Or do you stand straight up like this?
Normally, I don't really focus on the head. No, I focus on the hands. Just focus on the hands, and the guard. I don't focus on the head.
So this is your basic stance, moving forward and then back. Now, could I please see some of your footwork, master?
When you are doing footwork, right? When we practice, we learn to move just like this, step by step. When receiving, it is exactly the same thing. It depends. We do not simply move in one direction, because sometimes when we want to move to the side, it is much easier. Sometimes you might be moving directly straight ahead, or perhaps you are shifting your weight from side to side, pop, 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 moving rhythmically to the left and then to the right. It is all essentially the same thing.
Master, you don't back up, just left and right. You don't retreat, or...
Mostly, when training, you have to back up sometimes. When retreating, you have to know how to do the footwork. But that's for training. When I'm actually fighting, I rarely back up.
No retreating.
Yes, no retreating.
They're closing into strike.
Yes, because we have to stay in close range only.
Retreating opens up the distance for them, so we rarely do it.
That's right.
This is your footwork and guard, master. Your hands are like this, right?
Yes, the hands will be positioned like this.
Not clenching fists?
I do sometimes. Sometimes I clench and sometimes I don't. It really just depends on the specific timing of it. When throwing those elbows, I don't clench my fists, but when punching, I do. When punching, I make sure to clench my fists tightly. For elbows, if you keep your fists clenched tight while throwing them, you will find that all of the weight stays right here in the forearm. The elbow won't follow through at all. The elbow won't go. The elbow can follow through. It's easier to control.
So, master will demonstrate his shadow boxing. Is shadow boxing important, master?
It's important. Because if a fighter doesn't shadow box, when they get in the ring, they won't know what to do.
Back in the day, let me ask, how long did you shadow box for?
Oh, mostly quite a lot. 3 rounds, 5 rounds, 3 to 5 rounds. And I did it with very high intensity too. High intensity.
High intensity.
High intensity, and we did it for a long time. Long means every strike is fully extended, not just playing around. If you keep doing it like this, you'll get nothing. Let me show you the right way.
Great, Master John. I'd like to ask, what is the actual purpose of shadow boxing? Is it primarily for stretching and warming up? Or is it for visualization, or maybe to practice your timing? Or is it for everything combined?
For me personally, when I shadowbox, I'm practicing gauging the distance to my opponent. I'm thinking about what I'll do and how to do it consistently.
So it's distance training.
Exactly.
And do you have to visualize a specific opponent, or are you just getting used to the strikes here first and then deciding whether to go short or long?
Mostly, it's different for everyone, right?
Right?
For some styles of fighters, we have to train differently. It's not always the same. The focus will be completely different